17 games remaining and 8 games back of the Twins. The climb back into the Central Division race seems to be the Mount Everest of climbs. And tonight, it's about taking the first step as Mark Buehrle and the Sox look to avoid a Minnesota sweep. It's White Sox baseball next, right here on Comcast Sportsnet. From the beautiful city, Chicago, Illinois, Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. Paul Konerko, Alex Rios, A.J. Pierzynski and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Joe Mauer, Mike Kadire, and Ron Gardenhire's first place Minnesota Twins. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Steve Stone, I'm Ken Harrelson as we get set to bring you the conclusion of this three-game set. As you know, we started this thing off, we knew it was a must-win series, and probably a must-sweep series. Well, it hadn't worked out like we wanted it to because they won Game 1 9-3, and they won Game 2 9-3. They scored 18 runs in the two games. All 18 runs have come from the fifth inning back. So as we talked about for the past few years now, it's the battle of bullpens, and our bullpen gave up a lot of runs from the fifth inning back in both games. So we come in 8 games back and trying to save a little something in this thing, hope, so to speak, with Mark Buehrle.
Mark Buehrle goes to the mound, and you couldn't have a better man doing it because lifetime he's 25-17 against these Twins. This year he's 12-10, his ERA very respectable. And against the Twins, he's had very good luck. And we also don't have Kubel in the lineup tonight. Repko is taking his place. Kubel has a sore wrist. Carl Pavano going to the mound for the Twins. He's 16-11. Pavano 5-3 lifetime against the Sox. He's their ace. And they played a very good series. They're not going to win this one, by the way, 9-3. It's going to end a different way, and hopefully it ends with the Sox on top.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Sportsnet series finale between the division-leading Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Cusack. Thanks for joining us out here on the South Side. Well, the Sox are trying to avoid being swept by Minnesota, a team which has found a way to win 10 of their last 12 games here at U.S. Cellular Field and own the best record in baseball since the All-Star break. So does Ozzie think the Twins are the best team in the American League?
The way they play baseball, yes. I even play against Tampa or New York for a little while, Texas. But the way they play right now, yes. And good baseball win games, not good talent. They put everything together. They make a couple nice plays. They got the ugliest hit anybody can see. They got like the 6th ugliest hit I ever seen in a long time. Hit the back, even reaching to third base. I mean, all crazy thing. And in another part, when he's 5 balls right in the nose, they turn be a double play ball. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Just that's the way it is.
So the Sox begin tonight, 8 games back with just 17 games remaining. Understanding that it may be a long shot to win this pennant race, but don't expect to see any change in this team's approach or their effort heading into this final stretch of the season.
Pretty easy for me. I mean, you just play. I mean, it's really not that hard to do. I mean, it's what you get paid to do as a professional. And even if it wasn't that, I mean, it's what we've been doing since we're little kids. And when you go out on the baseball field, you do the best you can, whether you're hitting or playing the field. You just, you have integrity, you play the game hard, and it's really not that difficult. I don't see it as being difficult. I mean, you definitely, towards the end of the year, you get a little run down, and it's always a long year, but, I mean, that's just part of being a big leaguer.
A guy who knows exactly what it means to be a big leaguer, Mark Buehrle, squaring off against Carl Pavano. First pitch is on the way. Hawkins, Stoney, have your call right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Presented by Allstate. And let's take a look at how the first place Twins under Ron Gardner are going to line up tonight. It's Span leading off and Hudson batting second. Mauer, Kadire, Young, Tomey the DH, Valencia, Rebko, and Hardy at shortstop hitting ninth. The defense and how they'll line up behind Mark Buehrle is Pierre, Rios, and Quentin left to right, with Morel, Ramirez, Vizquel, and Konerko. A.J. Przinsky behind the plate, and the Toyota starting pitcher is Mark Buehrle. Looking for win number 13, and this his 30th start of the year. Lifetime 25-17 against these Twins. So on a night that looked like it might rain, but now looks like it's going to be cool, we're ready to play baseball, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Hawk Harrelson.
All right, Stone Pony, thank you, and once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us for the finale of this three-game set. As Denard Span stands in. First pitch from our 31-year-old southpaw is taken for a ball. Span comes in hitting at 267. 3 homers. He's driven in 54. He's hit a big first 2 games, 4 for 9 with 5 RBIs. And there's a strike. Twins come in at 87 and 58. They're hitting at 277 as a club with a 3.77 team ERA. And there's the spot. This is the 18th and final meeting of the year between these two clubs. In the first 17, Minnesota has a whopping 12-5 lead. 2-2.
This hasn't been the best year for Span, who's a lifetime 305 hitter coming in. But against us, he's been a very troublesome leadoff hitter.
He gone.
AJ wants it inside. That one drifted out over the plate. But Mark cut that fastball and threw it right by Span.
So that'll bring up Hudson. And as we've talked about over the years, you've got to play well in your own division. You have to play well in your own division. We are 30 and 35 in the Central this year, while the Twins are 42 and 20. Ergo, they lead us by 8 games.
Look at Ron Gardner. He's going to be very happy with what his Twins have done most of this year.
Well, to put it bluntly, they have in the second half, without Justin Morneau, been nothing short of almost sensational.
They got the best record in baseball since the All-Star break, and they've really started to heat it up. So more than anything else, they have taken it away.
The 1-2. Alexei's got him. And that's out number 2. Twins come in at 39 and 35 on the road. They are 48 and 23 at home. So here's Mauer. He is 6 for 9 in this series with a homer. That coming last night in the 5th inning in 3 RBIs. There were 2 men on base. So the Twins, as I mentioned in the open, have scored 18 runs in the first 2 games. All of them have come from the 5th inning on. Sox had the lead going into the 7th in game 1, which was just a huge game. Game 1 could have turned around the whole series, but it didn't happen. And the count 0-2. Mauer 11 for 46 lifetime off Mark.
It's probably as good a numbers as you'll see anybody in baseball have against one of baseball's best hitters.
Ate him up. And a nice 1-2-3 inning. After a half inning of play, it's a Twinkies nothing, and the Sox coming to bat.
It's going to be Pierre Vizquel and Rios, then Paul Konerko, who's been red hot Manny Ramirez, the DH. Carlos Quentin, Pierzynski, Ramirez, and Morel playing third, hitting ninth. The defense, and now the lineup behind Pavano, left to right, Youngspan and Repko in the infield, Valencia, Hardy, Hudson, and Kadir. Joe Mauer behind the plate, and the Toyota starting pitcher is Carl Pavano. On for his 30th start, having a banner season. And he's been the workhorse and the ace of this staff.
And before we show you our picks to click you at home, select yours as Juan Pierre stands in 4 for 10 in the series, hitting at .275, a homer. He's driven in 39. Valencia in on the grass at third as first pitch strike from the 34-year-old right-hander. Pavano, a big man at 6'5", 250 pounds.
Got a very good straight change to go with a good moving fastball.
And certainly in the first half of the season, he probably spotted his fastball as well, if not better, than any pitcher in the league.
And for him, a tremendous bounce-back year.
And that's the best pitch in baseball, is a well-located fastball. Time is called and given by Jerry Crawford. And here at beautiful USA LaField, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. One and two to Juan with Vizquel on deck. Hardy, gotta hurry. He does.
We'll take a look at the game conditions. 57 degrees, so it's a little cooler, but the humidity is up at 73 degrees. 73. And wind out of the north, 15 to 25. The umpires, Jerry Crawford behind the plate, Phil Cuzzi, Brian Onora, and Chris Guccione at third.
Omar fakes the bunt, takes the ball. Omar comes in hitting at .283, 1 for 8 in the series, and 4 for 16 lifetime off Pavano. Count evens at 1. 17 games remaining. And count 2-1.
Pavano's not going to strike out a whole lot of guys, averaging about 4.5 strikeouts per 9 innings, so he really depends on his defense. Now, he's only walked 34 men in 205 innings. That's what he's done career against the Sox.
3-1. One final in the National League today. D-backs beat the Reds 3-1 at Great American Ballpark. There's a strike. And Padres are taking on the Cardinals in St. Louis. No score, bottom of the first. The ball smoked into right field. It's going to hang up for Repko. He does not get it. So that's a line shot off the bat of Omar.
Repko had a shot at this, but it was a sinking line drive. Fastball right down the middle. And that ball just bounds away. So for Omar, who's been above 280 for a long period of time, he'll improve that batting average.
So here's Alex. There's that well located right on the outside corner. Alex 1 for 8 in the series. 6 for 22 lifetime off Pavano with a homer. Pavano definitely will use both sides of the plate.
He's been around seemingly forever. Started his career in 1994 in the Red Sox organization.
And the count 2-1.
He's going to be a free agent after this year, and with the type of year he's had, you would think that He would be highly sought after, but he says he likes it in Minnesota and would just as soon sign there.
Top foul. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of teams that look back at signing with the Yankees.
Tough one for him. 4 pretty much injured seasons with the Yankees. But last year, 9-8 with Cleveland, 5-4 with Minnesota combined, but the ERA up close to 5. Yankees paid him just in the neighborhood of $40 million for 4. And due to injuries, and he had a lot of them, it was essentially 4 lost years for him and the Yankees.
That ball hit in the right field. Refko got the bead. And that is out number 2. So with 2 out, let's check out our picks to click, and you at home can play. All you got to do is turn into the Felco pregame live, get Ozzy's lineup, then click on, and the fans tonight have voted for Manny Ramirez. Jim Angier, our director and the crew, are going with Brent Morrell. Stone Pony's going with Alex Rios. And Julie Taylor, Don Esposito, Roy Rivas, and I, we're going to go with A.J. Pierzynski. So here's Paulie hitting at .323, 36 homers, 104 knocked in. Take strike 1.
Just about every category you would choose to look at, including defense, Paul's just had a magnificent season. In this, his option year, he'll be a free agent after this year. He's just put together one of his best.
Did get him in the jaw?
Yes, it did.
Well, that pitch may have had a little purpose because he's 10 for 27 with a couple of homers lifetime off Pavano.
And Hermie is saying, hold on for a second here. Let's take a look before you go anywhere. Paul wants to stay in the game.
He's probably hotter right now than anything. All right, let's take a look at the pitch once again.
Well, there's no doubt Mauer was lined up inside. That ball just kept trailing. As Paul moved away, that ball kept following it.
I could get him in the left side of the nose.
It's like what Hermie is doing is what they do to boxers between rounds.
He wants to stay.
Yes, he does. And he's going to first base.
So I mentioned Paulie, 10 for 27 lifetime. That's pretty good with a couple of home runs off Pavano. And he gets hit. And here's Manny. So 2 out, 2 on. Manny hitting at 282. Takes ball one. Manny 4 for 7 lifetime off Pavano with a homer.
Outfield very deep all the way around, shading him just a touch to the right of center.
One and one to count.
That time through an 89-mile-an-hour fastball by him upstairs.
There's a good pitch by Pavano. Ate him up on the fist. So the count 1-2.
All things considered, during this newest trip into the American League, this is where pitchers have stayed on Ramirez. And that is on the inner portion.
Well, if we would do the same thing to Mauer, we wouldn't be having the results against us.
Well, that's what Burley did the first time up. Threw right in on his hands. Couldn't do anything with it.
And of course, if you're going to pitch guys in there, especially in today's game, they're going to get hits on. But that's too bad. That's part of the game.
Paulie, that's just the 4th time this year he's been hit. For Pavano, that's the 6th man he's hit.
So the 2-2 pitch. And it's full with Quentin on deck. Come on, Manny. We need you. Carlos 0 for 10 lifetime off Pavano. And that's going to be a souvenir right side. Vizquel at second, Konerko at first. 2 out. And once again, the payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. That'll load him up.
Carlos has a very good year production-wise. Average has been down most of the year.
And that he was looking for, got it at 90 and fouled it back.
Career the bases loaded has been pretty good. And this season has been pretty good. Vizquel, Konerko, Ramirez. The chance to break through here in the first inning.
He just ate him up. Just ate him up inside. A Doc Edwards shot, and that'll retire the side. So we strand the bases loaded again. We've done that a few times already in this series.
In 1994, which team has been the most successful? A is the Tigers, B is the Twins, C the White Sox, D the Indians, and E the Royals. Text A, B, C, D, or E to 53695. You can stick around for the U.S. Cellular White Sox postgame live for the final results, or you can visit csnchicago.com.
Second inning, no score. Kadire, Young, and Thome for Minnesota. Kadire comes in hitting at .272, 12 homers, 72 driven in.
And it appears, I believe, is there a warning issued to each side?
Yep.
First pitch. Got him up around the C of Kadire. And there's the warning.
So here's Young. I think he's breathing a sigh of relief.
Indeed he is.
He would have been my choice. And the count 1-1.
Young's grounded into 14 double plays. He's always had luck against Mark Buehrle. It's been a banner year for Delmon Young. His best.
And that ball gets by Alexei. I think he was looking for maybe a little more than he was got right there. That was towards the end of the bat.
And Alexei went after it as if it was going to be a one-hop rocket. This happens to pitchers a lot. They think the ball is hit a little harder than it is. And Alexei actually dove over the ball.
So here's Thome. He is 3 for 6 in the series. Takes a curveball strike. Thome 4 for 20 lifetime off Buehrle. There were 4 hits. 2 of them left the premises. Takes it up again.
Not able to shift quite as much in a situation. You've got Alexei playing right up the middle instead of on the first base side of second.
Two balls, 2 strikes. No out, 2 on here in the top of the second if you're just tuning in. And that ball is shanked out there for a base hit. So Kadire is going to score. And it's 1-0 Minnesota.
You got to play Thome deep. RBI number 57. Doesn't get a whole lot of this one. Just able to drop it in front of Pierre. Of course, they're going to run on Juan every chance they get. He's got no chance to get Kadire, so the hit batsman winds up putting the Twins ahead 1-0.
So here's Valencia. Hitting at .333, a couple of homers. He's driven in 29. Takes ball 1. He's faced Buehrle 5 times and he has a couple of hits. Out and around. That one chops it foul.
Valencia has been very tough with runners in scoring position, especially lately. And he's had a very good year in this, his first in the major leagues.
There's the strike and the count 1-2. Close, didn't get it. That's a strike.
Pretty good pitch. If you see there, it'll be
That's a strike.
well over that lead knee.
And that's fouled out of play. And reminder, you can organize a group outing of 20 more guests. All you got to do is purchase a block of tickets to enhance your outing with one of 6 great party areas. So call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. Morel, Omar, rack him up. 5-4-3, 2 gone.
The only time that Valencia gets in trouble is when he tries to pull everything. But Morel makes a good solid throw. Omar coming across the bag, gets it there a step ahead of time, and they turn a pair.
Repko takes ball 1, hitting at 204. 3 homers, he's driven in 7. 29-year-old former Dodger.
And there because Kubel has a bad wrist. Normally Repko plays late for defense.
Out in front of that changeup, fouls it down. Hits the bag. I'm telling you,
I've never seen anything like this, like in the last 3 games. Number 1, strange things, but number 2, that's the second time they've hit the bag in this series. Repko drives in just his 8th run of the year. Right on top of the bag.
So here's Hardy. He's 4 for 8 in this series. He has swung the bat extremely well. Well, you make your own breaks. Minnesota's played very well, and they have been probably as lucky as any team in the league. And that goes with playing well. It's just that simple. When you're playing well, you get to make your breaks. And of course, that is the greatest thing somebody can tell you. You lucky son of a gun.
Yep.
That's the greatest thing somebody can tell you, because that means that you're doing something right.
And you put yourself in a position so there, when the luck does come, you're in a position to take advantage of it. And they've been able to do that.
Well, coming down the stretch, they've won 10 out of the last 11. The 1-1 pitch. I got a feeling we're going to light Mr. Bovano's behind up tonight, though. I got a feeling he's going to get his you-know-what knocked stiff. Two and two.
More pitches, and Mark Birdley usually uses to get through a couple of innings. But he's about ready to deliver his 36th. Repko actually leaning back toward the bag and then froze and got back to the bag ahead of the tag. Phil Cuzzy on the call.
And that's out of play.
Outfield straight away. Infield playing him pretty much straight up.
And a full count.
Well, this is a time to perhaps pick Repko off, seeing as he might want a decent secondary lead.
If he does, it's his fault. You never want to get picked off on a hit and run or a 3-2.
3-2. Nope. $11 pickoffs this year. Most of them accomplished.
That's trouble. That's going to score another one, and it's 3-0.
I'll be at number 38. J.J. Hardy has had a big series. That's a changeup, and Mark left it up. And Hardy, who waited back long enough, drills it the opposite way. If you catch a break, it bounces out of the park. If you don't, it hits the bottom of that yellow padding, which it did. And it's a 3-0 game.
So here's Span. And that's popped up. Juan Pierre, but a crooked number goes up on the board after an inning and a half. Is 3-0 bad guys. White Sox, hello, congratulations out to one of the sweetest guys and one of the most capable guys, Jim Cornell, president of Comcast Sportsnet, for his induction into Chicagoland Sports Hall of Fame last night at the Hawthorne Racetrack. He's been a huge part of Chicago sports for 26 years. And he joined Rocky Wirtz and Frank Thomas, among others, who were most deserving of this prestigious award. Our congratulations to Jim Cornell. Well deserved, well done, big guy. As A.J. grounds out, and there's one down here in the second inning.
Turned out to be a pretty good play by Kadire. Tough hop down the line.
So here's Alexei hitting at 281. He's 3 for 9 in the series with a couple of RBIs. Three, 4-0 for the Twins. 0-1-0 for our Sox. And the count at that 89-mile-an-hour fastball is 2-1.
Pavano's not going to overpower you anytime soon, but he's got to move the ball around and use his straight change.
Loki's back. And the count 2-2. Right off the end of the bat. Softly hit Hudson, and that's out number 2.
Brent Morel's got a chance to be a pretty good player, and he's going to get a shot to play some third base from here on out. Third round draft pick by the Sox. Came up through their system. Had a nice year this year. There you look at the numbers at AAA.
Well, he reminds me a lot. I've said it before. Back in the spring this year, it reminds me of a lot of Joe Crede. This way he handles himself. And if a lot of our Sox fans will recall, when Joe was in our system, he won MVP in the Southern League, and then he won it internationally. He won it at Birmingham, and he also won it at Charlotte. Brent didn't do that. But I think Brent might be a little ahead of Joe defensively at this stage, because when Joe first got here, he wasn't the Joe Crede that everybody remembers.
I was going to ask you if he was this good a glove man at that stage.
Yes. I think he might be a little ahead of him. I think that he's got a chance to be a good player. Very quiet guy, like Joe was. But now he's going to have to keep on developing, because there's ball 4. It's just like Robin Ventura. When Robin got here, he wasn't Robin Ventura, we all know. Doug Mansolino and Robin really worked hard, and Robin became Robin. Well, Brent's going to have to continue to work hard, which there's no reason to believe he's not, because he's got a chance to be a good one.
Where do you think his power is going to wind up at? Because he's playing a corner position at third.
Well, I've seen him hit a lot more than his errors, a bunt going foul, than most people have in spring training. I'm talking about. If you look in power in spring training, he's got plenty of power. A lot of times it doesn't manifest itself in minor leagues until you get to the big leagues. But he's got a chance to be a good one. One and one to count with 2 down here in the bottom of the second. We trail at 3-0. In fact, we were talking about that the other day. About third baseman. As that's fouled away. And if you look at a lot of the greats, the all-time greats at third base, Brooks Robinson. Brooks told me when he first got to the big leagues, he was a butcher over there. And he couldn't run a lick. Didn't have a big arm at all. he developed into one of the all-time greats. Greg Nettles was a butcher when we played together at Cleveland. He became one of the best third basemen ever. There's the shot. And that'll retire the side, so Valencia makes the catch. We'll go to the third, trailing by 3. Here in the top of the third. Curveball strike. Hudson grounded out. To Alexa, it's short. Chopped out in front. Burley. Nice. So 1 out. And you can watch Comcast Sportsnet White Sox game replays on demand with Xfinity TV from Comcast. Don't miss the action. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Nice play by Mark Burley. He knew he didn't have to rush it. He knew that Hudson didn't have the great speed. Mark has a Gold Glove from last year to show that he understands all of these things.
On the fist. Flares it into the seats. Ate him up again in there.
Steady diet of off-speed pitches to get ahead, and when he does get ahead, he's been throwing fastballs right in on his hands and inside off the plate.
That's the way you got to pitch Mauer. You just kind of pound him inside and let him know, make him know rather, that you're going to do it.
In that case, then throw a slider away after you've pounded him inside. Get him thinking about in there. Then you can go away and get that little ground ball to the left side.
If you let him come to the plate and don't have to worry about anything inside, he's going to kill you. There's ball 1-2. Kadire. There's a two-hopper down to Brent. And that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third, trailing 3-0.
Who tossed the last no-hitter in Twins history? Think about that for a bit. We'll get back to you later in the game. It's going to be Omar Vizquel leading it off. Vizquel, Rios, and Konerko. Looking out at Carl Pavano. Twins lead 3-0. Sox have just one hit, and that by the man you're looking at, Omar Vizquel.
He just ripped a single in the right field back in the first. One and one to count to our 43-year-old phenom.
That was a changeup we're talking about from Pavano.
So the 1-2. Just flips that one into left field for out number 1. Here's Alex. He went out for Repko in right field. Double hit, add 2. Just tuning in, Twins with 3 runs in the second inning. In the first inning, Paul Konerko, which we will show you in a moment when he comes up to the plate, was hit in the face. As that's knocked down, he's got time. And that's out number 2. But Paulie, when it's first at bat. He's trying to get him out. Paul wants to stay in.
And there's the return and the warning to both sides.
The ball hit way back. Take that. Pavano. You can put it on the board. Yeah. And it's a 3-1 ball game. That's one reason he won. You could see he was hot. He did not want to leave this ball game.
.37 and 105 on the power numbers. And the first pitch, no doubter. A Ford home run replay. This ball on the outer third and gone very quickly.
And Manny fouls the first pitch off. Manny just has not been in hitting shape since he joined us, missing that time with the Dodgers. He's had some good pitches to hit and just fouled them off. .21 to count. Paulie now 11 for 28 lifetime off Pavano with 3 homers.
And 1 for 1 with his swollen upper lip.
And a bloody nose.
He didn't want to come out of this game. I know that. He was pulling away from Hermy as Hermy was trying to take care of him.
Two and two.
You can see that upper lip starting to swell even more. Actually got very lucky. That one could have done a lot more damage.
Takes it up in a full count. Call for a base hit, Manny.
Can't believe he fouled that one back. He got his pitch out over the plate.
Little spinning slider coming up there. A little spinning cutter. Meanwhile, it was a cookie. And there's a base hit in the center field. And we'll knock it down.
Threw that fastball in the inner portion. Manny able to loop it into center field. This man does a nice job because this one could have easily gotten by him.
So here's Quentin. He popped up with the bases loaded to end the first. As we talked about last night, all of a sudden, poof, 0-2 again.
When you're struggling, and he has been for a bit, pitchers don't want to nip at the corners. They want to go right at you.
Two out, and the 0-2 pitch.
I think he caught a bit of a break there. Sometimes you do. Look at where Mauer wants it.
Home run by Konerko. We'll go to the fourth. It is 3-1 Minnesota.
from Taco Bell. Open 1 a.m. or later.
Delman Young will lead it off here in the top of the fourth. Takes a breaking ball strike from Mark Burley. 3-4-0 for them. 1-3-0 for us. Young hit one right off the end of the bat. A little soft. Semi-line drive that Alexi thought was hit harder than it was.
Last 4 innings that the Twins have scored, they've scored 3 runs in each.
And there's a solid single to right. And a reminder, tomorrow, 7:10 p.m., first of that 3-game set against the Tigers. Join the Sox for halfway to St. Patrick's Day. First 20,000 fans, 21 and older, will receive a White Sox green cap presented by Miller Lite. So for tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com. Here's Tomey. That little Ducks North single in the second inning to knock in a run. One and one to count. Outfield slightly to the left. Infield for the most part straight up. And there's a foul ball.
That one didn't miss by much, as Big Jim hit a bullet down the line.
And that's foul straight back.
It became very important to this Twins team when Justin Morneau left the lineup with a concussion, has not returned yet, and they don't know when he'll be back or if he'll be back this year. They do know they could use him. They're 2-4 against the Yankees, 3-5 against Tampa Bay. But they will play one of those two teams most likely in the playoffs.
That's up high, 2-2. If they play the way they're playing right now, they don't care who they play. They have had a tough time for a long time, even when they were playing well and had a good record, obviously, going to postseason and playing the Yankees. A very tough time. Full count.
Valencia in the on-deck circle. He grounded into a double play in the second.
Payoff.
Well, the Twins have had a history of turning it on after the All-Star break. You can see this year, very good. Has a chance to match 03. 06 was magnificent. Of course, back in the 60s, and 02, they've been real good.
That's into left field. Juan is there. And that's out number one. And prorated White Sox season ticket plans are still available for the remainder of the season. And fans that purchase the final games and place a deposit towards 2011 would have the opportunity to purchase 2010 postseason tickets. So call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. Valencia takes first pitch strike. We mentioned earlier Arizona beat Cincinnati 3-1 this afternoon.
It's a big game for San Diego in St. Louis. They trail by 1. They lead the Giants by just a half game. And also that wild card in the National League is up for grabs. So there's some pretty good races left. There you look at the West. The Rockies making a run at it. Along with the Giants, Padres trailing so far tonight.
One and one to count. And the count 1-2. Only 2 games in the American League today. Ours and Angels at Cleveland. That game is tied at 2. Top of the 8th inning. And there's a solid single to left field. Tried to sneak one by him and didn't get it in or up enough. And he continues to hit hard on the fastballs that he sees.
Well, he came in hitting .333. That was a cutter that Mark tried to get inside, couldn't get it there. Actually hitting better in the major leagues than he hit in the minor leagues.
So here's Repko. He hit a ball down the third base line. As that is jammed and fouled back. It was going to end the inning, but he hit the bag.
I think he was working on that before the game because that's a pretty good plan.
And it knocked in a run, and then he scored. So they got 2 runs because that little ground ball of his hit the bag. And there's a pretty good pitch that Crawford did not give it. Another strike. Yeah, he says it's outside, but it wasn't. There's a changeup.
And a good one. That one Mark kept down, kept it in the unhittable spot, low and away from the right-handers.
He's just not going to give him anything on the outside part. So 2-2.
But they cut that ball inside and did get it in there. But Repko able to fight it off. A lot of pitches so far, with only 1 out here in the 4th inning for Mark Buehrle.
That changeup fouled back. Two on, 1 out, and a 2-2. Broken back. They weren't going to turn it anyway, but he gave him a terrible feed.
He flipped it. For whatever reason, he couldn't get enough on that flip and wound up just parachuting that ball over to second base. To get a little more firmness on that underhand toss.
So here's Hardy, had that RBI triple.
Omar standing there waiting for it and then realized he better get out of the way.
That's softly hit into left field. One is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So he saves at least one, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth, trailing by 2.
From Juan Pierre, who takes a run away by robbing J.J. Hardy. And that ends the inning. Good play by Juan.
It'll be in the lower third of our order. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning. A.J., Alexei, and Morel. Takes ball 1. A.J. bounced out 3-1. There's a strike. Hardy. One down. So that'll bring up Alexei. Grounded out softly to Hudson at second. That pitch low and away. And the count 2-0. And there's a base hit. That a boy, Alexei. Let's get something going here with one out.
Here's our AT&T trivia question. Earlier, we asked you Who tossed the last no-hitter in Twins history? And the answer, Eric Milton, the left-hander. September 11th, 1999 against the Angels.
Here's Brent Morel. Drew a walk his first at bat. Takes first pitch strike. There goes Alexei. Power. Safe. Number 11 for Alexei.
Pavano very slow to home plate. That allowed Alexei to get a pretty good jump. Bauer made it close. But it's a straight steal. He never looked back. And he's in ahead of the tag.
Oh, and 2 the count to Brent. Soft down to Valencia, and that's out number 2.
He did a nice job, because if he allowed Alexei to come down the line at all, get a chance to make it to third base after the throw. But Valencia caught the ball, waited, took a look at Ramirez until he started to head back to second, and then gunned it across to get him.
So here's one. He's 0 for 2. Last time up, he lined hard to Valencia at third. And that's chop foul. Three, 6-0 for the Twins. 1-4-0 for our Sox here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a strike, and the count 0-2.
And Pavano is yet to have a 1-2-3 inning, so he's about to deliver pitch number 73. And he's not through the 4th.
Two out, 2 strikes. Here to Juan Pierre.
Rick Anderson, the pitching coach, looking on at the guy who's been the ace of their staff.
Get down, get down. It will. Thank you very much. And that will score Alexei, and it's a 3-2 ball game on the duck snort by Juan Pierre.
RBI number 40 for Juan. Doesn't get a whole lot of this one. Bud was Span playing him a little deeper. And the ball bounding in front of him. It's a 1-run game.
So here is Omar. Omar is 1 for 2. And good speed aboard. Pierre, 56 stolen bases. Omar's going to give him a chance to go. Checks it up, could not check it up. And the count 0-1.
That's a huge lead at first base by Pierre. Thought with that lead he was going to go.
I did too.
But he didn't. Rudy Law was 77 and 83, the most in club history. Lampierre's got a very good chance of running by Scotty Potts for second place all time.
So another trip to the mound by Mauer. And that pitch on the inside corner, so the count 0-2.
If you're looking for a pitch to run, this is usually it, but it's also a great time to call a pitch out.
There he goes. Pitch out. But he's safe. Number 57.
Pavano with that high leg kick, not using the slide step. And he's in just ahead of a very good throw by Mauer.
Now pick him up, Omar. Another little duck snort here. The 1-2. And that's chop foul. Three runs, 6 hits, no errors for their Twins. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for our Sox. Nope. Right to Hudson. But we do get 1, and we'll go to the 5th trailing by 1. Hudson and Mauer.
This will be a tough inning for Mark Burley. Be a good inning for him to get through with a minimum of pitches. But he's got to start at the top. So far, he's held down Span, who normally hits him pretty well.
One and 1 to count. And struck out in the first, popped up to Pierre in the second. A.J. just holding a lot of pitches tonight. Three and one to count. You don't want to walk this guy. It's full. And on the other side of the page, if you do, you might pick him off anyway. So the payoff. Now, Mark's had enough. He's been getting squeezed all night long by Crawford. All night.
Here comes Ozzie, and I think he wants to have a word. I think he wants to keep A.J. in the game is what he wants to do.
Crawford's been squeezing him all night long. And you know Mark, all of our fans out there in Hillsborough, he doesn't. How often does he get on an umpire? He has been making him throw it through the teacup all night long. Yeah, right. Well, call a strike when it's a strike, Jerry. That's all. I see. Well, you just don't see Mark do that.
No, he's as mild-mannered as any pitcher. He just usually gets it and throws it back in a good spot. But he hasn't got him inside or outside tonight.
Crawford's made him throw it right down the middle. I mean, he hadn't given him anything on the corners. So trouble of brewing. First 2 men aboard. Of course, that leadoff walk. So I mentioned A.J. was framing a lot of pitches right there and has been all evening if you're just tuning in. So here's Mauer. Yay.
He started him off every at bat with a slow breaking ball. First 2 times slow curveballs, that time a slow cutter. Runners in scoring position, he hits just like he hits over the course of the year in the 330s.
Big pitch, the 1-1. That's fired into the seats. So the count 1-2 on Mauer. Twice has grounded to Alexi at short.
Got to get that fastball by him inside. Mauer able to fight it off. About to deliver his 86th pitch through 4+ innings.
Well, when you got to throw it down the teacup, you're going to throw a lot of pitches. Paulie with a nice pick, drops the ball, and everybody's going to be safe.
Goes E3. Doubtful if you're going to get a double play on that one. But the ball dropped out of the glove. Paul Konerko charged with his 6th error of the year. And the transference, he just dropped it. Thought he had a shot at him. Mark Burley was there at first base, but just not in time.
So sacks packed, nobody out, and one of his nemesis at the plate. And here comes Don Cooper.
I think Don might spend a little time out there. Number one, because I think the bullpen is going to get up and going, and also he might want a word with Jerry Crawford. A lot of times pitching coach will do that. Certainly he'll spend as much time as he can to let that bullpen get a couple of extra pitches. And here comes Mr. Crawford.
So it all started with that leadoff walk to Span.
Scott Linebrink getting heated up in a hurry in the pen.
Cuddyer 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and scored. That was leading off the 2nd inning. Takes ball 1.
Fairly decent speed on the bases for the Twins.
One and one to count. Dyer 31 for 93. 333 against Burley in his career. And that's popped up into center field. Span's tagging. He's going to score. Now they got it. Hudson. AJ's going to make it, do it right.
Well, Hudson made a very good play out of it. It was a bad base running play to start with. When AJ missed him, it allowed Mauer to go to second base. AJ did a whole lot of this right, as Alex airmails Paul. Now they've got Hudson hung out to dry. AJ goes to tag him with the glove, but he doesn't have the ball in the glove. By the time they do run him down, Mauer is standing at second. RBI number 73 for Cuddyer. And it's a 4-2 game.
So the leadoff walk comes around to score. And here's Young. He got a hanger, a roller, and it is now 6-2.
Last 5 innings that the Twins have scored, they've scored 3 runs. And they have 3 runs here in the 5th. First pitch breaking ball, and it just hung up there. And gone. Long gone.
And the count 2-0. That was a big leadoff walk right there when they thought they had him strike. I think Mark thought he threw him about 5 strikes in that at bat. Big leadoff walk. And count hangs full at 3-2. The second walk of the inning, and Mark has now thrown 97 pitches, and that'll bring up Valencia, who is 1 for 2. And that's in the center field. But another 3 spot goes up on the board, and they trail it by 4. It is 6-2 Minnesota. Last 6 innings that they have scored. They have 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And the 2 innings prior to that was 2-2. They had not scored 1 run in an inning, and they have scored 24 runs in these 3 games. And there's a nice timing leap by Hudson, 1 out.
Broken bat, almost a looper over the head of Orlando Hudson, but not quite. The last 2 have been line drives to Hudson. This one a little more difficult than the first one off the bat of Omar.
All right, Paulie, here he is, and we'll show you his first 2 at-bats in just a moment. Goes through it.
Wasn't going to throw him a first ball fastball there.
And the count. And here was his first at bat, if you're just tuning in. He wanted to stay in the game, he did. Here's his next at bat. First pitch. And the count 1-2.
Last 24 games, there's hardly anybody in baseball that has numbers that look like those.
And it's a fair ball. Ball gets by. An error. Cuddyer, no throw. There'll be an error on Valencia.
He had all kinds of time to set his feet and make the throw. Just didn't make a good one. Fourth error of the year. This ball fair by a pretty good margin. Kind of a flat-footed throw, and he didn't come close to getting it there.
So here's Manny. Manny has walked and he has singled. Little soft single in the center. And they softly hit up the middle. Hardy's got him. And that is out number 2. And you can text Subway to 53695. And if you are the 500 texter, you could win $5 footlong subs from Subway. Here's Quentin. He's 0 for 2. He popped up, had a little pop up back to the pitcher with the bases loaded in the first inning. Then he struck out in the third. And he gets jammed right there. Span making the call. He's got it. And that'll retire the side. Nothing across. We'll go to the 6th. It is 6-2 Twins. Sportsnet getting an insider preview of Sunday's game from 85 Bear Tom Thayer and Pro Bowl linebacker Lance Briggs. So don't miss Countdown to Kickoff tonight at 11 on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
And it's Scub Linebrink that comes into the game. So Mark Burley's night is done at 5 innings. 6 runs on 8 hits. And Linebrink on for the 47th time, a 3-1 record. ERA 4.24. The bottom part of the order to deal with.
Repko, Hardy, then back to the top of the order with Denard Span. Repko 1 for 2.
Good little ground ball down the third baseline. Hit the bag. Got himself a base hit. Knocked in a run and then scored. And all that coming with 2 out. One pitch. Chopper 2 Hopper. And every White Sox Friday home game is United Flyaway Friday. Each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental U.S. that United Airlines flies. So United proud to fly the Chicago White Sox. Sniper. Sparky. Mike Court. Bobby. All the guys. Good people. 0-1 to count for Hardy. And that's into right field.
Quickly 2 up and 2 down here in the 6th.
And you can visit the official online shop of the White Sox. Browse the largest selection of official gear, including the latest apparel, nostalgic memorabilia, and authentic classics for the whole family. So get your gear from the official source. Shop at WhiteSox.com. Here's Span. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And count 2-0. That's into left field. Nice quick 1-2-3 inning for Linebrink. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We need 4 to tie. The B-Hawks, that's 242-957 to join Blackhawks Mobile and be entered to win 2 tickets to the Blackhawks 2010 home opener on October 9th. That's bannered at 242-957 for your chance to catch this historic moment as the team raises the Stanley Cup banner to the rafters. Yes.
Nice they gave Coach Q a 3-year extension today. Well deserved.
Indeed it was. From our standpoint, it was been a 5. AJ takes ball 1. Last year was just a magical season for me, and for obviously for Blackhawk fans, but brought back so many memories. They had so many good young players. As that ball hit high and deep in the left field, Young going back, stretch, get on out of here. It will, you can put it on the ball, yeah. Number 8 for AJ, and it's a 6-3 ball game.
And 53 for AJ, our Ford home run replay. Fastball low and out over the plate. AJ takes it the opposite way. And just enough.
So here's Alexi. He's 1 for 2 with a stolen base and a run scored. And that ball hit. Stretch. Get up. And Will, you can put it on the ball. Yes. Yes. Back to backs. And it's a 6-4 ball game. First.
#17 and 63 for Alexi. As he takes it out on the first pitch. Our Ford home run replay. First ball, fastball, and gone. So it's a 2-run Twin lead.
And here's Brent Morel. He has walked and he has grounded to his counterpart, Valencia. Takes it up high.
The Twin bullpen is going to start to get ready in a hurry. 94th pitch on the way, and Pavano has given up 3 home runs tonight, and here comes Anderson. He wants to give a little time to that bullpen to get loose.
And of course, with those home runs tonight, the 3 hit by the Sox, Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox home hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 164, 165, 166. So $16,600 donated by Alex Nelius in loving memory of Ursula.
Pavano's now given up 21 home runs this year. Penn getting loosened up in a hurry, and it's Guerrero and Majerus. We've seen them both in this series. Guerrero twice, Majerus once.
So the 1-0 pitch to Brent. There's a strike. And there's a shot. Getting that corner. It will. Brent making the turn. He will go into second, standing up with his first major league double.
1 for 2 tonight. And he went the opposite way with that line drive. So 3 hitters, 3 rockets against Pavano. Gets that one up and out over the plate. And that's going to be it for Pavano, who'll make a hasty exit after going 5+ innings.
Well, we talked about it earlier. He said he's going to get his one knock stiff tonight. So he'll depart, and we'll be back. coverage begins at 8:30 with Velcro White Sox pregame live. White Sox Athletics. That's Monday night at 8:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend.
It's our Lexus Pursuing Perfection call to the pen, and it's Jose Majerus. There's 1-1, ERA 270 on for the 40th time. We saw him in last night's game for 2/3 of an inning. Struck out 1. He inherits Morel at second base. And he inherits a 2-run lead, but that's in jeopardy with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th.
There's a bunt, and that's going foul. 6-8-1 for them, 4-8-1 for us. But just tuning in, they scored 3 in the second. We had 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. They scored 3 in the fifth, and we have 2 so far here in the 6th. Takes the bunt, takes the ball, and the count evens at 1.
Mauer, knowing which way that ball will tilt on that foul line, went out and got that one in a hurry.
So now the count 1-2.
Still Valencia in very close at third, and there's plenty of room to drive the ball through that left side. He was trying.
Mauer out to the mound again. So the count hangs at 1-2. And they got to get into third.
Nice
job by Brent.
Yes, sir. Once you made the bad base running play with the ball hit in front of you, trying to get hung up long enough, and the Twins did not execute real well on that rundown. Otherwise, Juan would still be at first.
Well, that's the bottom line. If he gets the second, you did not execute. If you doesn't, you did. As here is Omar. Omar 1 for 3, a solid single back in the first inning. But the key to that is we did not execute to get him over. That's in the dirt. Especially in a 2-run ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. There you go. No, safe. Picks up his second stolen base, number 58. More importantly, he's a third with 1 out.
If Bauer makes a good throw, he's got him. And this is not a good throw. And Juan in under that throw. He's got some time, but he throws it way up high. And Juan in under the tag.
So the Twins corners in, second and third back. And that's low. Right here, Omar. The 2-1 pitch. And that's low ball 3 with Alex on deck. And that is ball 4.
And that's going to be it from Harris. As Ron Gardner is going to come out, he's going to go to Guerrier.
All right. Guerrier will come on. Maharris. And the first 25,000 fans at each home game will receive a BP game card and a sweepstakes on the back of the card to win an autographed Chicago White Sox bat and a $500 BP gift card.
Here's our Lexus Pursuing Perfection call to the pen, and it's Matt Guerrier on for the 68th time. 4-7 record. ERA 3.55. Inherits runners at the corners. It's a 2-run game, and the game's on the bases for the Sox.
1 out, and here's Alex 0 for 3. He's due. That ball's bobbled. Now they're going to go to second base, and they get Vizquel. But Juan Pierre scores. It's a 6-5 ball game.
We catch a break because that could have been 2. With Cuddyer bobbling it, goes a run batted in for Rios, and that's his 84th.
So here's Paulie. Paulie was hit in the face by a pitch in the first inning. If you just joined us, did not want to lead. Stayed in the ball game. Then his next at bat on the first ball fastball from Pavano hit it out of here. A 6-5 Minnesota lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. count 2-0 with Manny on deck. Alex with 33 stolen bases. Just a static lead. And the count 2-1. A souvenir right side. It'll be in the LG Skyline Club seats and then out of the LG Skyline Club seats. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here with good speed at first base. Checks it up. Good check. Down low. Ball 3. Span. Straight up for the most part. Just a couple of steps over towards left going right. Bit of a gap in left center. And the payoff pitch. That's up high, ball 4, and here comes Manny. Come on, Manny. Right man, right place, right time, right now.
And Anderson on the phone to get the guy up in that bullpen right quick.
Big rip. The 0-1. And that's off the plate. 2 on, 2 out, 1-1 the count, and a big pitch coming up. Advantage goes to Ramirez. Another big rip. That got a piece of Mauer. And the count 2-2.
He wanted a sinker and he wanted to bury it low and in. And if Manny was able to get a piece of it, he wanted him to ground it to the left side. As Crane and Perkins the left-hander. And Jesse Crane, who had a big part in that opening night victory, loosening in the path. See if Manny can put us ahead before they can get to Crane.
That curveball low and away, so a full count with Quentin on deck.
Votto looking on as his lead in jeopardy.
And that's ball 4. That'll load him up. So 3 walks in the inning. And here comes Carlos, who's had a tough night. 0 for 3. Came up with 2 out, bases loaded in the first. Hit a little soft pop-up to Pavano. Struck out in the third, then hit a looper. Broken bat looper in the center field in the 5th. Sacks packed with Sox. Checks it up and takes ball 1.
Real good numbers against Career lifetime for Carlos. It won't matter here if Career makes a mistake, especially down.
And that's popped up into left center field. So another bases loaded situation that we can't cash in on. So we come up with 3. We trail it by 1. On this day when Jim Thome hit his 500th career home run. Besides it being a monumental moment and Jim Thome bobblehead day, there was also a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th off Dustin Mosley to beat the Angels 9-7. And that's our Cabot Woodstein legendary performance.
That's not easy to lift up Big Jim.
Bobby Jenks has got him, so and Jermaine Dyer. They take care of Big Jim. As here we go, top of the 7th inning in a 6-5 Minnesota lead. Hudson, he is 1 for 3. Will lead it off. Takes a strike to even the count at 1. Two and one with Mauer on deck and Kadire in the hole. That evens it up at 2. They want to walk him. He gone. 1 out.
With Mauer coming up, I think he might have gotten away with one last inning. This ball in the dirt. The ball is alive. It's not fouled off, and Mauer grabs it with his mask. You're not allowed to do that. Nobody noticed it. But Mauer right there with his mask puts it into his glove.
As he takes a strike.
Jerry Crawford didn't see it. Apparently no one else did. But I think Mauer thought about it because he kind of then put the glove and got to the ball.
Mauer 0 for 3 tonight. 1-1 to count to the 27-year-old receiver. That ball hit. Nobody's going to get it. What move? So he will pick up his 42nd double. And that's 200 in his career.
He crushed that ball, and Alex, off of the crack of the bat, had no chance to get it. And it's a huge run out at second base.
So here's Cuddyer. He is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Grounded to third in the third, and then had a sacrifice fly in the fifth. Souvenir right side.
Matt Thornton loosening in the pen. He's getting loosened up for Jim Thome.
There's a strike and a count, 0-2. Six runs on 9 hits, 1 error for the Twins. 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for our Sox. And the 0-2 pitch. He gone. 2 down.
AJ wants it on the outside corner and gets it there.
So here's Young. He's 3 for 3 tonight. Last time up in the 5th inning, a 2-run homer. Back at it, knocks it down, picks it up, throws him out, and that'll retire the side. 7th inning stretch. We got ourselves a close one. It's 6-5 Twins.
For the 66th time, an ERA of 2.59, and he's been one of their best, if not the best, out of the bullpen for a long time. Let's take a look at the rule that would apply to what Joe Mauer did. Each runner may advance 2 bases if a fielder deliberately touches a thrown ball with his cap, in this case his mask, or any part of his uniform detached from its proper position on his person. And watch it again, and watch what Mauer does. Mask comes off, brings it to his glove with his mask. Illegal.
So here we go. Jesse Crain to face the lower third of our order. AJ, Alexei, and Morel, as there's the first pitch, breaking ball, strike. AJ 1 for 3, cranked out his 8th homer, leading off the 6th inning. Crain's got one of those 12-6 curveballs. Cole was staying on him, had him out in front. And the count very quickly 0-2. Come on, AJ, get 2-strike here, buddy. Throwing inside.
Ryan Fuentes, acquired from the Angels on waivers earlier. He's getting ready in their pen.
Right off the end of the bat. Crane's got plenty of time. And that is out number 1. And while we have a moment, a big White Sox hello and congratulations to one of our own, BVS operator Brian Humbersock, who is celebrating a birthday tonight in the production truck. So happy birthday, Brian. And here's Alexei. He's 2 for 3. He singled and stole a base and scored in the 4th. Then he homered. He backed up AJ in the 6th. That's ball 1. And that evens the count at 1.
Good catch up in one of the luxury boxes. That's not a good look.
Pretty good pitch, didn't get it. And the 2-1. It's 3-1 with Morel on deck. And making plans to be with us tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Final 3 games of this homestand. Tomorrow, Max Scherzer on the hill for the bump on the Tigers. And we will have Edwin Jackson on the bump for us. And there's ball 4. Take a look at the probables. We're going to win Scherzer, Verlander, and Bonneman. We're going to have Jackson to be announced, and Danks. That's tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's a tying run aboard. I'd say he has one of the 3 stolen bases against Mauer tonight.
And now Brent is being called back.
Mark Teahen is coming out to pinch hit.
Brent had a good night. He was 1 for 2, a walk, grounded to third. Then he picked up his first major league double. And that led indirectly to a run. But he also made a very good play at third base. Crawford having a talk with somebody over there, and I think it's more of a joking around type interchange.
Teahen hitting .260 as a pinch hitter, 1 for 3 with a run batted in.
That's outside.
That's the career as a pinch hitter.
He's 0 for 8 lifetime off Crane. Close. Quick move by Crane.
Alexi saw his best move, and that was it. He had every intention of trying to pick him off. That was not a setup.
So Mark 0 for 8 with 4 strikeouts against the Minnesota right-hander. Decent lead by Alexi. He could not check it up. And the count 1-1. Big pitch right here in the scheme of things. 1 on, 1 out. Watch out. And a 1-1 count. And advantage goes to Teahen. And a reminder, you can enjoy a day here at beautiful US Cellular Field with your family and friends. Individual tickets for the White Sox are on sale right now. So for tickets, visit whitesox.com or call 866-SOX-GAME. Just 10 more home games remaining. Crane's just about as quick as any right-hander you want to see over to first base.
And that first move was the one he thought he could get him with. He didn't.
The 2-1. There he goes. There's a throw. Bad throw. Stolen base. He's safe in there. Picking up number 12, the second of the evening, but more importantly, in scoring position.
4 stolen bases against Mauer. That time, Crane was a little slow to home plate. And now Mauer coming out to change the set aside. Good jump by Alexi. Straight steal, never looked back. And made it easily. It's a bad throw.
So that is out number 2.
Here comes Gardner. He's going to bring in Fuentes to face Pierre. So as Crane departs, Fuentes comes in, and we'll step out and be back after these messages. Text A, B, C, D, or E to 53695 for final results. Well, you're going to have to be with us on the U.S. Cellular White Sox post-game show. Here is our Lexus Pursuing Perfection call to the pen. And it's Brian Fuentes on for the 43rd time, a 4-1 record. When he was a closer, he was 24 for 28 with the Angels. Fine ERA of 3.32. Now he's used as a situational left-hander and sometimes setup man for Matt Capps. He's going to face Juan Pierre with the tying run at second base. And 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Juan tonight is 1 for 4, an RBI single, a couple of stolen bases, and a run scored. Corners in close, outfield now. Young very shallow in left field. Fan comes in, keeps going, coming in, and over towards Young and left. Takes that well outside, ball 1.
White Sox, not so much tonight, but over the course of the year, they've been very good in situations like this.
And the count 2-0.
One of the things I don't think Gardenhire had in mind when he brought in Fuentes to face Pierre was walking him and turning around Omar from the right side.
There's the strike. Fuentes, 35 years old, 6'4", 220 pounds, out of Merced, California.
Arms in the outfield all the way around pretty good. And Young is very shallow in right field for Juan. Shallow in left field.
And that is upper tank, left side. So 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alexei at second here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-9-1 for Minnesota, 5-8-1 for our Sox. And that hit him.
Fans are booing, but there was no way that pitch had any intention at all, as Juan hit for the 19th time. Got him in the right shoulder. And Ozzie wants Jerry Crawford to throw out Fuentes. In fact, he's going out to talk with Crawford now.
Well, that's the 10th White Sox hitter that has been hit in this series this year. 5 Minnesota hitters have been hit. They have hit twice as many of our guys as we've hit of theirs.
I think what he's saying to him is, look, you already issued the warning. Jerry is trying to read the intention of Fuentes, and Ozzie is saying, all I know is you gave us a warning, and now we got another hit batsman.
Well, if you're just tuning in, I'll guarantee you, if that had been Burley out there, he would have thrown him out, because he called the game against Mark Burley tonight like he was Joe West's uncle. Mark Burley had to throw it through a teacup to get a strike call, if you're just tuning in.
Meantime, after an argument, Ozzie is not given the boot. Goes back in the dugout.
Well, I think that is a discretionary call.
No doubt.
That just because he issues a warning, he does not have to automatically throw somebody out.
He does.
Oh, 0-1 to Omar. Omar's 1 for 3.
Outfield a little deeper all the way around than they were for Juan Pierre. They'll make it easier to score on a base hit.
Nice foul, stayed back and very quickly, count 0-2.
Omar's had very good luck against Brian Fuentes over the course of his career.
Omar's had pretty good luck against about 98% of them in his career. Nope. Little can of corn into right field, and that'll retire the side. So we have a mild threat here in the 7th. Can't do anything with it. We'll go to the 8th trailing by 1.
Matt Thornton comes into the game. It's 3-4, ERA 3.20, on for the 55th time. Got some defensive changes. We'll get to them in a moment.
Thome, Valencia, and Repko to face Matt. Takes first pitch strike. Thome 1 for 2 with an RBI. Had a little duck snort single in the second inning.
Omar slides over to third. Brett Lillibridge takes over at second.
And very quickly the count 0-2. (6-5) Minnesota here in the top of the 8th inning. And that is a souvenir left side.
Tonight's in-game box score is presented by Mass Mutual.
He gone. One down. So here's Valencia. He's 1 for 3. And that's up high, 2-0.
AJ's having a word with Jerry Crawford again.
He's had a few tonight. And the 3-1 pitch. So here is Repko. He had a base hit to drive in a run and scored a run in the second inning. He came to the plate with 2 out. 1 run was in. And hit a little ground ball down the third base line. Hit the bag, got a base hit, knocked in a run. That has turned out to be one of the big plays in this game.
It's the difference. If that's right down the line and he's thrown out, we're up by 1. Didn't work out that way. And the count 3-0. Outfield straight up, spread out. So back-to-back walks by Thornton. Send JJ out to talk with him. Now you're going to face a pretty tough hitter in Hardy. Is that a good series?
Well, in the opening game, Matt came in the 8th. Worked 1/3 of an inning. Gave up 2 hits, 2 walks. 1 was intentional. And 4 runs.
Tolbert taking over for Valencia. Matt Tolbert is the pinch runner out at second.
So here's Hardy swinging a very dangerous bat. Takes first pitch strike. This is, you talking about tight. This might be one of the tightest strike zones we have seen all year for our pitchers. And that's into center field for out number 2. So 2 down, 2 on.
And one left-hander to get by to get out of the inning and preserve the 1-run deficit.
Both times that we've seen the 2 strike zones like we've seen tonight have been against Burley. Jeff Nelson in Kansas City. And tonight, Crawford against Burley. A strike zone about the size of a bar of soap.
Mark usually shakes it off pretty well. Tonight, didn't.
Span drew that walk in the 5th to lead off the 5th. And they scored 3 runs, and Burley thought he had 5 strikes on him in that at bat. That's where it's had to be a strike right there. Chops that foul. And you can join our White Sox mobile group to receive exclusive offers and chances to win great prizes like autographed jerseys and baseball. So text SOX to Shy Sox, that's 244-769 to enter and win an autographed Mark Burley jersey. Standard text and data rates apply. Visit whitesox.com for official rules. 2 out, 1 and 2 the count to Span. And the 2-2 pitch. Get foul, it will. Outfield really shallow. In left. And Alex 3 or 4 steps in normally where he plays. Two on, 2 out, the 2-2. One hopper to Pauly, he'll take it, and that'll retire the side. Pitches over. The back-to-back walks will go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 6-5 Minnesota. Jim Miller and Dan Jiggets join new host Howard Griffith for a complete game breakdown. Plus, Kip Lewis is live with player and coach's reaction. U.S. Cellular Bears postgame live Sunday at 3 right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Matt Tolbert stays in the game after pinch running. He now plays third base. Ryan Fuentes still in the game. He's going to face all the right-handers.
Alex, Konerko, and Manny. Alex is 0 for 4 with a run knocked in. That's number 84 for him. Into a 3-6 fielder's choice back in the 6th inning. Takes that changeup outside. And there's a strike. Alex 1 for 5 lifetime against Fuentes.
Tolbert is right on the line of third and very deep.
And that's a can of corn into right field. So Repko is there, and that's out number 1. And here comes Pauly. And if you missed his first 2 at-bats, here was the one in the first inning. And see, he is not wanting to come out of this ball game. Now, first ball fastball, his next at-bat, you can put it on the board off Tavano. That's the reason he didn't want to come out. 37 homers, 105 driven in. And he is 3 for 5 lifetime against Fuentes. Of the 3 hits, 1 of them stayed in the park. Checks it up, and he's got the catbird seat. 2-0.
Got the 2-0 fastball, but he put it right on the outside corner. There's some pretty impressive numbers lifetime against Brian Fuentes.
The 2-1 pitch. Hammered. Tolbert knocks it down, picks it up, and throws him out.
Now we talked about Tolbert on the line. If he's not, that's a double in the corner. But playing a no doubles defense that time turned into gold for the Twins.
Well, some managers do it. Some managers don't like it. Gardenhire likes it. And here is Manny. Manny is 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. He's walked 5 times in this series. Twice tonight, twice last night, once in the first game.
There's a Manny fan.
Quentin on deck. And the count 2-0. And he has faced Fuentes 3 times, has no hits. Carlos on deck has faced Fuentes 10 times and has no hits. And the count 3-0. Turn him loose, Ozzie. Taking all the way.
Carlos waiting to see if Manny can keep it alive.
And that's ball 4. So the 6th time in this series that Manny has gone to base on balls, and here comes Quentin.
You see a pinch runner, and it's going to be Gordon Beckham coming on a pinch run for Ramirez.
Carlos 0 for 4 tonight. Twice he has had the bases loaded. In the first inning, he popped up to Pavano. And in the 6th inning, a little pop up in the center field for the out as he takes first pitch strike.
Well, you would think that Gordon on his 24th birthday would love to score the tying run. Happy birthday, Gordon.
Got a good pitch to hit and fouls it back right side. And very quickly again, the count 0-2 to Carlos.
Every at bat.
Another trip to the mound for Mauer. 27,180. Beckham at first, 2 down. And the 0-2 pitch coming to Quinton. And that's popped up into short center field. Okay, that'll retire the side. We'll go to the 9th. It is still 6-5 Twins.
The numbers. Right-handers have had no luck against him at all. And we got a new center fielder. Alejandro Diaz checks in center.
So it's the top of the 9th inning. 6-9-1 for them. 5-8-1 for us. It'll be Hudson, Mauer, and Kadire to face JJ.
Diaz has what looks like a cesta out in center field for a glove.
First pitch down low to Hudson, who's 1 for 4.
Wow.
That's to make the guiding catches with. Two 2-0 the count to Hudson.
Checking to see if they won the lottery by any chance, or $10 off something that he can eat tonight.
And that's out of play. That one will make the LG Skyline Club seats. Just behind the tarp. 2 balls and a strike. Once again, a reminder, make your plans to be with us tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Final 3 games of this homestand. The Tigers in town. And that one hit hard right back through the middle.
Good thing JJ was able to get down under that. Second hit of the night for Hudson.
So here's Mauer. He's 1 for 4. He doubled in the 7th. Takes that pitch off the plate, 1-0. just salivates. That evens the count at 1. Outfield, about equidistant, spread out. Mauer. Who every now and then, just very, very seldom, every now and then will hit down one down in the right field corner. And that's in the right field. So Hudson's going to make the turn, and here come the Twins with runners at the corners, nobody out.
Mauer, who was held 0 for 3, sits safely in the 7th and the 9th. And JJ in some trouble. Trying to preserve this 1-run deficit. The infield's going to have to come in. They don't want to have to turn 2 and give up the run here.
Dyer fouls it back. He had a good pitch to hit. One and one to count. They have 6 runs on 11 hits. We have 5 runs on 8 hits. We scored 3 in the 2nd, 3 in the 5th. We scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th. And there's a base hit, and it's 7-5.
Second run batted in by Dyer, 74th of the year. And with the infield in, it's not hit right at you. It is a base hit.
So here's Young. 3 for 4, had a 2-run homer back in the 5th inning. And now a lot of the fans filing out. Oh, and 1 the count with Tomey on deck. Now there's going to be some activity down in the pen. That's cued right off the end of the bat. So very quickly the count 0-2.
Sergio Santos loosening up.
San Francisco leading the Dodgers 5-1. That's in the 4th inning. Earlier today, the D-backs defeated Cincinnati 3-1. Cleveland beat the Angels 3-2 at Progressive Field. The ball gets through the wickets. Everybody's going to advance. St. Louis shuts out San Diego 4-0. Very limited slate of action around the big leagues today.
San Diego could lose their hold on first place after losing if San Francisco's score holds up.
Big strikeout. 1 down.
Big strikeout because now you can put Thome at first base. Threw that one right by him down. Put Thome at first, and Tolbert, who came out as a pinch runner, is a man in the on-deck circle.
San Diego came in with a half-game lead over San Francisco. And there's ball 4. That is the 5th walk issued by Sox pitching tonight. Sox packed with Twins. 1 out, 1 in. And here comes Tolbert. A pinch runner for Thome. Trevor Plouffe. And here's Tolbert, a switch hitter. Left-handed, hitting at 300 with a homer and 15 knocked in. And that's high. And that's going to get Mauer in very easily. So it's an 8-5 Minnesota lead.
Good execution on the part of the Twins as Tolbert looking for anything he can hit in the air, and does just that.
So here's Repko. He's 1 for 3. Takes first pitch strike. For our guys in the bottom of the ninth, it'll be the lower third of the order. AJ, Alexi, and Lillibridge. Twins 3 in the second, 3 in the fifth, 2 here in the ninth. They still, in this 3-game series, have yet to score just 1 run in an inning. Multiple runs.
A lot of that. At 26.
Well, of the 26 runs, 23 of them have come from the 5th inning on.
It's really amazing.
Well, that just when the bullpen doesn't get it done, as I said, you lose. It's just that simple. 23 of the 28 or 26 have been scored from the 5th inning on. We got a lot of work to do, but we got 3 outs to do it in. We trail it 8-5. Dex coming up tonight after U.S. Cellular White Sox post-game live. We'll have reaction as Joel Quenneville receives an extension from the Blackhawks. Plus, very good. Plus, the Bears and Cowboys previews. Join Gail and Mark for Sports Night presented by Dex tonight after post-game live only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
And Matt Capps comes into the game, trying to nail it down. Combined 38 saves with the Twins. He's got 12 of them. ERA 2.57 this year with Minnesota. He very rarely has a clean inning. He usually gets the job done, but not without some brinksmanship.
So AJ, Alexei, and Lillibridge, the schedule hitters. AJ 2 for 4 lifetime off Cap. Start us off right here. Let's give him a finish. We have stranded 12 guys in this game tonight. As there's first pitch strike.
Twins have not had a 1-2-3 inning all night.
It's bobbled by Kadire and safe.
Short hop. Can't get the play at first. AJ gets a base hit.
Well, that's a tough play.
It's a very tough play.
Should be. It's a good call. And here is Alexei.
Got a couple of hits tonight. And was the back end of back-to-back home runs in the 6th.
Just underneath that one. Keep it going. Short lead by AJ. And that's another foul ball. And this one's going to be a souvenir. 5 rows back. Twins trying to sweep and make it a 13-5 record over our Sox in 2010.
Arcatze in the on-deck circle.
Good 2-strike hitter right here, Alexei. Let's give him a finish. Good rip. Just underneath it. He was all over it. Didn't get it up there, and that's well number 1. 7th strikeout for Minnesota pitching tonight. So here's Kotsay.
2 for 13 as a pinch hitter this year, hitting .236 overall.
As he takes ball 1, he's 1 for 1 lifetime off caps. Twins trying to make it a 9-game lead. Here in the center. Another good rip. And that one fouled back, so the count evens at 1. Edwin Jackson on the bump tomorrow night against Max Scherzer. Making plans to be with us here at beautiful USA Field. Only 10 more home games remaining. 3 with the Tigers, and then we'll go on the trip out to Oakland and Anaheim. Come back 4 with Boston and 3 with Cleveland. That ball hit hard into left field. Young going back, jumps, makes the catch. A nice play by Young. And that is out number 2.
And Cap's a very acrobatic save as that one got away from Kadire. Cap's actually slid into the screen. Comes away with the baseball. As Young gets it back in. Hardy trying to double him up to end the inning.
So here's Juan Pierre. Juan is 1 for 4 with a couple of stolen bases. He now has 58 on the season. And he scored a run. He also was hit by a pitch for the 19th time this year. Takes it right there. Tolbert, even with a bag, off the line. And that pitch outside to even the count at 1. And this will do it. This ball game is over. So the Twins come in here. Sox were 6 games back, looking for a big series. Hopefully a sweep. Well, the sweep was here, but it was on the wrong side of the ledger, and a very disappointing series, Stone Pony.
It really was, because not much went right. At times we got close, and then as soon as we did, the Twins were able to put it away. It was a very disappointing year against them. And ending it 9 games back. It's not over yet, but it's on life support.
And let's check out our GMC player of the game. It is Paul Konerko, who is first at bat. Poof. Hit in the face. He would not leave the game. He did not want to leave his next at bat. First pitch fastball from Pavano, and he just lit it behind up. So Paulie now with 37 homers, 105 knocked in. He was 1 for 3. That's our GMC player of the game. So my partner of the Stone Pony, Steve Stone. Our director, Jim Angio. Our producer, Mike Leary. Have some fun with those Blackhawks, Mike. Our associate producer, Dave Ross. Our technical manager, Mark Hartman. The executive producer, Jim Parno Jr. Also for the man who runs the booth here, the mayor, Mean Joe Groove. And up here with us, Tom Hoover, Frank Leone, Frank D'Amato. This is the Hawk. So long, everybody.